Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start it. All right, we're going to start it. This is the definitive cereal tier list. This is it. We're going to go ahead and start it off with base Cheerios, regular Cheerios. So, regular Cheerios, I will say, is bland. It kind of tastes like cardboard. But it's not the worst, right? It's not the worst. Like you can make it do. We're not adding anything to these cereals. We're not adding sugar. We're not adding fruits. This whole list is the base cereal. Nothing added. So Cheerios base is C. Like if it's free, sure, dude, I'll eat like a small bowl of it. If I'm at somebody's house and they're like, hey, all I have is Cheerios. You want some? I'll be like, yeah, dude, fuck it. Give me some Cheerios, man. It's alright. Nothing I'm going to buy at the store ever. Ever. Because it has a better version of itself with Honey Nut Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios is actually pretty good. I would argue it's almost to that very good criteria. So, I think Honey Nut Cheerios is going to be the gatekeeper of what B is. I don't buy this at stores, but if somebody at their house says, hey man, I got Honey Nut Cheerios, you want some? I'll be way more excited than fucking getting regular Cheerios because these things are actually have some flavor to them. They're gonna be in the bowl with the milk for a little bit before they actually even get too soggy. Like you can eat a good bit of it before it becomes soggy, and that's a very respectable thing. It has integrity to it. It holds on to it. This thing is the working man cereal. It has decent flavor. It holds on to the sturdiness of it. It doesn't sog out, and it's always consistently decent. Pretty good. I think it's a borderline A, but it doesn't make A yet. Honey Nut Cheerios are one of the founding fathers of this whole thing. We're going to go to Cookie Crisp, and I'm just going to go ahead. I don't think I've ever met somebody in my life who thinks Cookie Crisp is an amazing cereal. But I also don't think I've ever met anybody that thinks it's the worst. And in my opinion, Cookie Crisp is cardboard with little fucking chocolate tips on it. It actually starts off rock hard for some reason. And even when it sogs down, oh my gosh. Even when it sogs down, it becomes worse somehow. Like it still has a hard fucking center to it. It doesn't taste that good. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna mute this fucking chat. Alright. Sorry about that. They were going a little too hambony. But it is cardboard. It's not that good. That being said, it's still better than base Cheerios because it has some semblance of fucking chocolate flavor to it. So I'm putting it above Cheerios, but I'm not buying this. I will eat it if it's free. I will eat it if it's free. That's all I'll say. So, therefore, it's not D tier, but it's not borderlining D either. We'll go to Special K, original Special K, nothing added. Just the original Special K. This cereal, I've had it once in my life. And there's a reason I've had it once in my life. This shit is bland as bland gets. It is everything that Cheerios is, but the worst version of it. It doesn't hold the integrity like the Cheerios does, where it kind of stays hard and gives you that crunch while you're eating your milk. It doesn't give you any form of flavor at all. It is fucking terrible. I don't know why Special K got into the cereal game and started with this, because this is an atrocity. This is bad. No one buys this. And if they do buy it, it's because they want to be healthy and get that cereal. I'm going to give you a newsflash. It's not healthy. It's fucking ass cheeks. And you're getting scammed into thinking it's good for you when it's terrible for you and even worse for your soul, because you're sitting there with this bowl in front of you crying while you're eating it saying, I'm making good life decisions. You're not. You made the worst one. You got Special K. It's going in fucking D tier. I don't want this shit if it's free. I want it to get away from me. I absolutely can't stand this thing. I don't know why it's on shelves. Now we're going to go to Special K's bigger brother, the Special K chocolate, which they improved something. They actually put something good in it. They put chocolate into Special K, and that Special K, unlike the original, has a more, I guess, like wheat-ish flavor, like the wheat cereal flavor kind of deal, to where it's not bland as fuck like the regular without the chocolate. It still tastes pretty alright, and the chocolate gives it that boost to help kick it into the next tier. I think it's pretty decent cereal, but at the end of the day, it's still Special K. It's still missing something. There's something lacking about this cereal. It's like the ginger of cereals. It don't have a soul to it. And I think Special K has it wrong. They should stay in their lane and not do cereal. It's going above Cookie Crisp, though, because it's not fucking dog shit cardboard that stays rock hard. It has a semblance of flavor. It has something there, but it's missing the soul of what cereal is. I'll give it a decent bit of respect because it's alright. It's alright. They did their best with what Special K could fucking do here. Next up, we're going to go to the Golden Crisps. The Golden Crisps cereal is... It's like they put oil that's supposed to resemble honey, but we both know it's not fucking honey on it. They put oil on top of some weird fucking corn addition. I don't know what the fuck they did to it, but it's oily. The milk doesn't taste right after you eat it. I don't care for it, but I don't have a strong disdain for it. I think it's bottom of C tier to where I'm not ever going to buy this thing. Never going to buy it. And if somebody has it for free, I'm just curious enough to where I'm like, you know what, dude? I'll try it. I'll try it again. It's been like 4 years since I've had it last time. I'll try it again. There's no like hatred for this. There's no malice towards this product. But I also know it's not worth buying. It doesn't do anything good for it. Like, you're not going to be the happiest eating Golden Crisps in the morning or afternoon or at night whenever you eat your cereal. It's not doing it for you. And unfortunately, Honey Smacks are in the same category as Golden Crisps. They're ironically pretty much the same cereal. But I do give the edge to Honey Smacks over Golden Crisp. Solely because they're the same exact cereal. They're the same exact everything. But they have a frog, and I like the frog. The frog and the marketing puts them above Golden Crisp. But they're the same fucking cereal. Don't get it twisted. They both suck. They're both not good. But if free, they're both edible. Edible gets you bottom of C tier, and that's where you're going to stay. I don't care for them. On to the next one. We have the most, I guess, underrated. I don't know if it's going to be underrated. I think people should know the game of this thing. It's one of the newest additions to the cereal game. It was mind-blowing to me. Absolutely mind-blowing. How fucking good this thing was. And I can't even find it anymore. And it was so good that it shot up in my mind of cereals. That is the Eggo maple syrup, the hidden gem of the cereal game. I was very nervous on where Eggo would come into the cereal game with it, because I don't really care too much for Eggo waffles, but I tried the cereal because I like maple flavored things, and I respect Eggo as a brand, even though I don't play with them. I respect what they did for the game. I think that this is where they should stay. I think that they should drop the waffles and get into this fucking cereal game, because this thing here is a gem. This is a fucking gem. This thing is outstanding. Amazing. Released in 2006. Well, I didn't see it until recently. Either way, this thing is the top of A, borderline S. The reason it's not in S is because there's so many great cereals on this list who's been doing it longer, who's revolutionized the game, who taste just a little bit better. But this thing is knocking on the fucking door, dude. This thing is absolutely insane. This thing is great. And if you see this and you never had it, I recommend you get it. You eat it. It has a nice... It tastes like you're eating a buttery pancake with some syrup on it. And then after you get done with it, your milk has that nice balance of like... It kind of tastes like you're drinking a liquid pancake. It's absolutely through and through very, very good. It's not flawless. It has a flaw, and that's why it's in A. The flavor, once you get towards the bottom of the milk, it like washes into the milk. So each taste kind of gets a little blander. But the initial taste is insane. And the milk after is great. But it does also get towards the end a little soggy. Not too much. Not like one of these other contenders that I have coming up. It gets a little soggy. But the initial thing, the whole surprise you get in the beginning till like the end of the milk drink is an A+ tier category. It's amazing. I'm not going to talk too much more on it. You just need to try it yourself to understand the game. On to the next one. We have kind of like a distant cousin, I guess, to what this is. And that's the Honeycombs. Now, Honeycombs, when I was a kid, was one of my go-to cereals. As I've gotten older, I revisit it because I've always liked Honeycombs. And Honeycombs is, in my opinion, one of the best honey cereals to do it, dude. It's very subtle with the honey. It doesn't overpower the honey. And it doesn't coat in it like the fucking Honey Smacks to where it's like rock hard. You put it in your cereal, you can easily get that subtle honey taste. You get the crunch you want. And even as it gets a little soggy, it still has a great taste. I love it. And it has the comb to the honey. It deserves to be an S tier where it belongs. It's the original person of the honey franchise. It is amazing. Honey Nut Cheerios. This is what you want to be when you grow up. Honeycombs is the master of this whole genre. I love Honeycombs. I think it's perfect through and through for what it is. A slight honey taste, a good crunch, and the big boxes, they're price efficient, and the milk after is still great. You don't want a cereal that fucks your milk up afterwards. That drink at the end is like the cherry on top of everything. Honeycombs, give it up. Great S. Great S. We're going to go on to the next one, which is Corn Flakes. Again, one of the like original cereals. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. That weird fucking flavor it has is bad. The mascot is weird. I mean, I get it. But I hate the art on the thing. Their advertisement's bad. I don't think it does anything. I think it's like the most forgettable cereal. The only reason you know what cornflakes are is because you had them once when you were younger. And somebody said, oh, there's a box of cornflakes. And you're like, oh yeah, I fucking forgot they existed. They're not good at all. No one's buying cornflakes anymore unless you're 80 years old. And you're like, oh, back in my day, we had fucking cornflakes. That's who buys cornflakes. That's the only reason they're still in stock. If you get a kid cornflakes, he'll probably cry. No one wants this shit. It's not as an atrocity as Special K is, because it's still like a serviceable cereal. I think it's whatever, but it's still below Cheerios. It is a C, it is a mid at fucking best cereal. At best, it's mid. Even if you crave cornflakes, your first bite, you don't crave it anymore. You forgot how fucking terrible it was in terms of comparison to other cereals. I'm not calling it itself absolute ass juice because of that Special K. This is ass in comparison to these greats that you could buy. Corn Flakes, though, is an originator, so it gets us at least a C spot because of the development of the game it brought. So I'll leave it there. Rice Chex. These things, you like rice cereal, okay? You want a little crunch, then this still isn't really for you. Rice Chex are very airy. To where you bite it, it kind of deteriorates. Once it sogs in your cereal, it evaporates pretty much in your fucking milk. Your milk tastes fucking ricey afterwards. I don't think these are worth even looking at in the store, let alone buying. This is going to be the next contender for a D tier. This goes next. It's above Special K because it's not as big as Atrocity. They at least advertise, hey, this is rice, and it checks out on how bad it is. Have fucking fun, dude. Special K, you think something special in there, and you say, okay, I'll fucking buy it. Wrong. Nothing special in there. Okay, I fucking hate it. Rice Chex, checks out, it's bad. And it's made of rice. That's how these work. D tier, I wouldn't even eat this if it was free because it's so fucking bland. It ruins milk. It's not good. No one wants Rice Chex originals. We're going to go to another pioneer. A pioneer of the game. A fruity pioneer, and that is Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops helped with the fruit game, along with two others that were also pioneers with it. But Fruit Loops has fruit in its name, so we're going to bring it up first. Fruit Loops, as a kid, were also like one of the big four, like the Mount Rushmore as a kid. You had like this, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes, and Captain Crunch. That was like the Mount Rushmore. You could entwine it with like Fruity Pebbles, whatever you want to do as a kid. I think Fruit Loops was more heard of from where I'm from. Fruit Loops are a very good fruity cereal. Very good, but in my opinion, not great. But the milk after your Fruit Loops was insane. It was so good. That Fruit Loop milk pushes this even higher than what it kind of does. But the cereal is also good. It's not doing anything bad. It has a good crunch to it when you bite it. And when it gets soggy, it still has that integrity to stay in pretty decent shape. The milk after is amazing. I think Fruit Loops deserves to be an A tier, right below Eggo. Eggo's borderline S. Fruit Loop is a solid A. I don't mind having Fruit Loops at all in this thing. Fruit Loops, I sometimes will have a hankering for it, and I'll buy it. I will buy some Fruit Loops, eat it. They have milks, right? I don't know if they still have them in gas stations, but I used to buy them all the time. They had the milk brand that does like the Snickers milk, the fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk, whatever. I would buy the Fruit Loop one every time because it tasted exactly like that bowl of fucking Fruit Loop milk after you were done eating it. This is a very, very, very good cereal. Very good, not great, and nowhere near bad. So it definitely stays in A tier. I think, yes, it stays in A tier. It's amazing. The next fruity cereal is Fruity Pebbles. We're going to go to the Fruity Pebbles here. And in my opinion, Fruity Pebbles has the best initial flavor that any fruit cereal has ever. It is unmatched how good that fucking first and second bite of Fruity Pebbles are. Unmatched. And the smell of Fruity Pebbles is also unmatched. The problem with Fruity Pebbles is, after your third bite, you now have a pile of fucking mush. It is just mushy. It's deteriorated into your bowl. And when you go to drink the milk after your cereal, there's just little fucking chunks of like soggy afterness of it. And the thing I hate is how great Fruity Pebbles is in the beginning. It is an easy S tier if it stays that way for the fucking duration. It might be a GOAT tier if I can drink and get that same fruity flavor that Fruit Loops gives me of the milk. It might be the goat then. But it falls into this fraudulent thing that it starts off great. It's like this employee you hire, right? If you're a boss or this coworker you work with, who when they start, they're the best worker, dude. They're amazing. They're always on time. They work great. They're always there for you. They do everything perfectly and they go out of the way. And then after like a fucking 2 weeks, they start getting late to work. They fucking break everything they fucking see. They start lying to you. They eat your fucking food out of the fridge. That's what Fruity Pebbles is. The equivalent of. And it's a shame because it was an easy goat, but it just fucking fell off, dude. It picked up some like weird drug habits along the way of you eating the cereal in a span of like 10 seconds. So this goes top of C. No, this goes bottom of B. It's a borderline. The original bites of this is too good. It's too fucking good because every now and then I still get bamboozled. I'll still go buy a box of Fruity Pebbles sometimes just because I long for that initial taste so much, and then I get disappointed every time within like 20 seconds of eating this fucking cereal, dude. But what could have been, dude, had a short-lived career, 3 bites in. But God, what could have been, man. This is one of those ones that if he never got injured, he would have been the GOAT. To the flip side, Cocoa Pebbles have the same thing Fruity Pebbles has in terms of no integrity. It cuts short after the first couple of seconds of work. It starts fucking folding, falling apart, and getting mushy. And the same with the bowl after. Like, there's a slight chocolatey taste to it. But you got floaters coming down your throat like you're drinking aloe vera water, but it's not aloe vera water. It's cereal milk. And in my opinion, I think it's worse than Fruity Pebbles. I think this is a top of C tier because, again, that initial bite could have been the GOAT of chocolate. It could have been the GOAT chocolate cereal. But no, it wants to fucking quit on the job halfway through, dude. It laid everything out for you, had everything prepped up. You're about to go to work, and he said, you know what, dude? I'm going to go home. And he just fucking leaves you there to do the rest of the work. God, dude, I don't know what it is with this. And you know, ironically, this take, I was told, and I fully agree on, the Dino Bites, the off-brand of this Fruity Pebbles, is better. It is actually better. But we're going to digress. We're going to go to Cocoa Puffs, the one with a little bird on it. And this is what a lot of people have in their GOAT list. A lot of people think Cocoa Puffs is the greatest chocolate cereal ever. This is what people like a lot. And I get it. I think people really enjoy the milk after, and that's what they lean towards. But that initial couple of bites from Cocoa Puffs is very mid. It doesn't do much. The milk after is decent. I think it's super overrated. I think this belongs in B tier because it is better than Cocoa Pebbles. It is better than that. But it doesn't do anything super special like people think. It's overrated as fuck. It is mid to decent. Depends on if you want whatever it is. I wouldn't really go out of my way to buy it, but if I want a chocolatey cereal, like pure chocolate, then sure, I'll go for it. That's if I want pure chocolate, though. Because there's other chocolate contenders in this who do it better, but they're not pure chocolate. I want to go ahead and get all the chocolate out of the way in terms of pure chocolatiness. Rice, or Cocoa Crisps, the Rice Krispie Cocoa Crisp, falls into this. It's airy as fuck. It doesn't really have a crunch. It has like a fucking weirdness to it. It has chocolate flavor, but barely. Something about the rice with it doesn't do much. I think this is below Cocoa Pebbles. below Special K. The one thing Special K did was beat Rice Krispies for some reason, or Cocoa Crisps. This thing is disappointing, but at the same time, not really, because you know what you're getting into. It's chocolate air. That's all it is. It's chocolate air. You take a bite of it, and it just evaporates in your mouth with a little bit of hint of chocolate. Some people like that. I don't. The milk after's whatever, because it's rice mixed with chocolate, and rice and milk just don't fucking jive, dude. It don't jive. I hate people that made rice cereal. And once it gets soggy, then you don't even have like a form of crunch. It just fucking melts in your mouth. Worse than what Fruity Pebbles does. Worse than what Cocoa Pebbles does. This is just worse in the the whole retrospect. But it's above the rest of these things in C because it's serviceable. It actually gives at least a chocolate taste, and it's not lying to you. You know what you're getting. There's rice in there. It's going to be airy. There's chocolate in there, so you can get a hint of chocolate to it. It'll evaporate in your mouth. You're going to drink the milk, and it's going to be whateverly decent. It's not even going to be the best. You might just want a regular glass of milk, but if it's free, I will eat it. And that's where it stands. We'll go to its older brother, the Rice Krispies, the original Rice Krispie treats. This is like the only cereal I've ever heard in my life, ever, to where people have to argue with it being good by adding sugar. Why the fuck do I gotta add sugar to a child's cereal? Can you tell me that? What's the point of saying, oh, it's good if you add some fucking sugar to it? No, it's not good. It's not good at all. And I don't want to add sugar to it, and I don't want to have granulin fucking sugar things in my milk while I'm eating it, and it tastes like sandpaper. The fuck do I want to do that for, dude? I can just get a better cereal. And on top of that, this thing's better when it's not even cereal. It's better with marshmallow as a Rice Krispie treat, like an actual fucking bar. This cereal's so fucking mid and so bad that they had to put marshmallow into it and make it not a cereal for people to like it. No one buys this cereal as cereal. They buy it to make fucking marshmallow treats. This shit's going straight into fucking D category. And I'm putting it below Rice Chex because people want to argue that it's good with fucking sugar. It's not good. Sure, it's good with sugar, marshmallow, you bake it or whatever, and you do everything to it that's not cereal related. Yeah, then it's good. You put it alone in a bowl of milk and it fucking drowns. It drowns all your hope then of everything. It's not worse than Special K because Special K doesn't even have Rice Krispies in general. It has zero use. At least this cereal has a purpose in life. And honestly, I'd rather have Rice Krispies than Special K. But I'm not going to eat either one. They're both fucking bad. And we're just going to, I think they put this in here twice. They're both going there. They're both fucking bad. This, in my opinion, is and forever will be the most overrated cereal. This is number one most overrated cereal. I don't care what you think you can do to cereal to make it better when it shouldn't even be a thing. Like, why get Rice Krispies and put sugar on it? We can just literally buy anything else that actually tastes decent instead of having to buy two products to make one decent. You can't do it. We're gonna go to another originator in the game. We're gonna go to the mini wheats. Everybody knows mini wheats. Everybody knows mini wheats. They're like shredded wheat. They put it in. You eat them. And I think that they are bland, but they have a unique flavor. There's not really anybody that does it like a shredded wheat cereal. Like, no one has that flavor, whether it's a good or bad thing. It's a unique flavor. So if you crave it, there's only one thing that's going to do it for you, and that's it. It has a crunch that lasts, and as it gets soggy, it somehow actually kind of gets a little bit better. This is your grandpa's favorite cereal. Your grandparents love this shit, dude. They live by this shit, man. They want cereal. This is what they think of. And in my opinion, it's C tier. Like, it's not special. It's not going to do anything for you. It's okay. You're never going to go to the store to buy this unless you're above the age of fucking 68 to 70 years old. Then you'll probably buy this because you like it. It's very forgettable as a cereal. A lot of people don't even know the names of this thing. But it does have a cooler cousin, the Frosted Mini Wheats, which if your grandpa was feeling fucking wild back in the 70s, dude, he was feeling like a little extra rambunctious, he was going to add some frosting to that motherfucker. He was going to put some icing on that bitch, you know what I'm saying? It adds a little bit of a flavor to it, makes it a little bit sweeter. But it has all the same things that Mini Wheat has. It's just a little sweeter. And we all know cereal, we want a little sweetness. So everything I said for the original Mini Wheats, it goes for this, but add a little pizzazz to it. You know what I'm saying? It makes it a little bit more enjoyable. That being said, it's still in C tier because I'm not buying this. I'm not going on my way to buy this, but if it's free, I'll fuck a bowl up. It's borderline B tier. It's right there. Like, I'll fuck a bowl of it up with no shame. But it doesn't hit that I'm gonna go buy it kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna go buy this thing. Next, we're gonna have Trix cereal. Do Apple Jacks? All right. Apple Jacks. So, if you like the way Cheerios are, like the texture of Cheerios, if you like the texture of Cheerios and you want actual flavor out of it, then you get fucking Apple Jacks. Apple Jacks are actually super fucking incredible. I think Apple Jacks is one of the best apple flavorings that cereal offers. And the cinnamon edition is a great compliment because it's not overpowering. It's not an overpowering cinnamon. The apple kind of takes charge. And I think Apple Jacks are incredible. Honestly, I only ate Apple Jack cereal for like a year of my life one time in terms of cereal. I think it's a great fucking cereal. There's no other cereal that does what Apple Jacks does. That being said, it's going to S tier. It's not the GOAT, but it's knocking on the door of top of S. I love Apple Jacks. I think they're outstanding. I think they're a standalone cereal. No one can replicate what they do. They deserve the respect. Their commercials back in the day, absolutely fucking fantastic, dude. No one even says cinnamon like cinnamon anymore because of this fucking commercial. The great advertisement, everything. Apple always wins my heart, dude. I love Apple Jacks. It goes in the S. I don't care what anybody thinks about that. That shit is fantastic. Stop lying to yourself. We're going to go back to we're going to go to Captain Crunch Original. The original Captain Crunch is I've thought about this a lot. This one I've thought about a lot. And the way I chalk it up is it's the second worst version of itself, right? It's got the goods to where you'll eat it if it's free. But why the fuck would you buy Captain Crunch Original over the other Captain Crunches? And I've always heard people say it breaks the roof of your mouth. I've never had that happen to me. But I can sympathize with them because I've had other stuff do it. But Captain Crunch is, in my opinion, the top of C. It's the best in C. And that's the original. And the only reason it's top of C is because if it's free, dude, I'll fuck that bowl up, dude. I'll put my fucking hand in there. I don't even need a spoon. Give me that Captain Crunch, man. But I'm never, ever, ever buying Captain Crunch Original. Never in my life. If I want Captain Crunch, I'm going to the better versions of it. And we all know that there's better versions of it. I love Captain Crunch, though. But unfortunately for the original, it's C tier. But we'll go ahead and go to Captain Crunch with berries. Now you're fucking spicing it up, man. Now you're piquing my interest. You put some berries in that motherfucker, perked it up, dude. We're getting Captain Crunch berries. It's amazing. Captain Crunch with berries has the crunch you want. It doesn't lie in its name. It has that great crunch. And it actually holds the integrity throughout the cereal. It'll have a great crunch throughout the whole fucking thing. And then afterwards, the milk is pretty good. It's not a mind-blowing milk, but it is pretty fucking good. And I think Captain Crunch with berries goes to top of A, knocking on S, dude. It is almost right there on the S. It is so fucking close. It does everything it needs to. The problem is it's pretty limited in its game. It's basically like you eat this for the crunch and the uniqueness of the flavor, but the milk isn't enhanced enough for it to be S tier. It lacks a little something. I don't know what it is. It just lacks something. I just can't put my finger on it, but it's definitely right there borderlining S. We might as well just go ahead and knock out this real quick while we're here. Captain Crunch, oops, all berries, made you realize that you have to have a balance, right? Base Captain Crunch had a balance because it was a neutral cereal. You could add some things to complement it, and it would be good, like the berries edition. But when you have oops, all berries, it is overpowering on what you're missing, and that's that base control for the cereal. I think this shit is decent. I will never buy it. I will eat it if it's free. But it is literally right here. It's below a lot of things. And the berries is just... It takes away the whole balance that Captain Crunch with berries had going for it. It wanted to branch off. It wanted to be the Batman instead of the Robin. Well, guess what, dude? It branched off, and it was a lottery pick team. It didn't do it. It flopped, in my opinion. The flavor's not there. Now you got a top 5 draft pick. Congratulations, dude. Just go back, join the team, know your role. All right? You're not a superstar. All right, we're going to move on to Kellogg's Pops. And I think we all had Pops growing up. It was like $1.50 for a box this fucking big. And as soon as this thing got mildly stale, you want to talk about a fucking concrete brick nugget that you even try to eat? Terrible. This thing will fuck your teeth up if you're not ready. Also, the flavor's not all there. It has like an airiness to it. It has a hard coating to it. If it's fresh, like a fresh box, it's decent. But if it's somewhat close to expiration, you're going to need to go to the dentist after your first bite. I'm going to judge it off its prime in this situation. And I'm putting it at the bottom of C tier. It's borderline D. If it's free, I might eat it. I probably will because I like free stuff. But I don't actually think ever in my life if I actually went out of my way to buy this. It just somehow was in my house. It was in my house somehow. No one ever bought it. It just appeared. It had like a magical portal to where it was trying to get people hooked to it. It's like a drug dealer giving you a free sample and you just don't know. Go. And except it has zero addictive qualities to it. You take a bite of it and you're like, oh, this is a kind of ass. It's not good. And that's where I leave this thing at. It's bottom of C. It does nothing. We've all had it. We don't know where the fuck it came from. The other corn cereal, Kix. Kix is another one of those. It just showed up fucking somewhere. We've all had it. We don't know where. We don't know where it came from. And this is another one of those cereals where I've heard arguments of, oh, if you add fruit to it, or you add sugar to it, it's decent. Why the fuck am I adding shit to something to make it palatable? It should be able to do it on its own if I'm buying a box of it. It's going to fucking D tier. And this is actually worse than Rice Krispies somehow. This thing is just nothingness in your mouth. It's nothing. Absolutely nothing. You eat it and you're like, what the fuck is this? It don't have a flavor. If I was blindfolded and I had to take a bite of Kix, I couldn't even tell you what it is. I would just guess and say I ate styrofoam except they put zero flavor additives to it. I don't know what it is. We're gonna go to Count Chocula. I've had this like a couple times in my life, and I'll go ahead and tell you. The marshmallows are terrible. The cereal is pretty bland. It is very forgettable. I was very young when I had it, but I can tell you I never ate it again. This is in D tier, above Rice Chex, because at least it has chocolate in it. But there's no redeeming qualities to the Count. Sure, maybe he had like cool commercials. I wasn't old enough to really even see them. But Count Chocula is pretty fucking ass. There's nothing good about it. He's the op. He wants to count at you for some reason, dude. I'm a kid trying to eat cereal. I don't need to learn fucking my times tables. Alright? Just give me something decent, not this fucking dog shit. You need to work on your cereal and not your fucking addition. On the other side of that, in my opinion, the best chocolate cereal to ever exist. We have Reese's Puffs cereal. Now, this was another one that was like, they kind of branched out. They went for something that wasn't familiar to them. They owned the candy game. Whether you like Reese's or not, we all know Reese's owns the fucking chocolate division. Okay? Everybody buys Reese's. Everybody. They're like the number one thing sold. They're fucking Easter eggs now, for God's sake. Reese's Puffs cereal is fucking phenomenal. The chocolate with the peanut butter puffs on it, man. Oh my gosh, dude. The milk afterwards has a great fucking taste, dude. It's like peanut butter and chocolate combined in the milk as well. The puffs stay pretty consistent the entire time while you're eating it too. This is top of S tier. This is borderline GOAT status. And the commercials back in the day, the fucking Reese's Puffs. That thing got me hype as a kid while I was eating Reese's Puffs watching it. Oh man, it is absolutely stunning. So good. One of the most foolproof cereals there are, but there's only one GOAT. This one arguably could be a GOAT, and I would fully accept an argument. I actually am okay with it. We're going to go to another one as kids we all ate. The Frosted Flakes. Everybody likes Frosted Flakes. We all grew up with Frosted Flakes. We love Tony the Tiger. We were told they're great. And in my opinion, they're pretty good. Frosted Flakes are pretty good, man. I personally think Frosted Flakes are the gatekeeper of A tier. I think they're the bottom of A tier, but they're the gatekeepers of it. They're nowhere near S. They're definitely above B. They deserve the respect they deserve. It has that great crunch to it, and even as they get slightly soggy, it retains a lot of the flavor. It retains a little hardness to it. It doesn't become a complete fucking flopper like the Fruity Pebbles do. I respect Tony's game. I think he's a great addition. And he always showed kids working out and everything. I respect him. But gatekeeper of A is all I can really give him. I don't know if he does anything super, super special in the game, other than just being a super solid cereal. So I'm going to leave him there. I think that's where he belongs. And I think he's okay with that. He's a very modest tiger. We're going to go ahead and jump to Captain Crunch Peanut Butter. Now, if you think base Captain Crunch was like alright, C tier, and you think adding berries to it made it really like special to the game, then wait till you add motherfucking peanut butter to this thing, man. You would think the peanut butter would be super overpowering. Like you couldn't taste the base to it because peanut butter is a strong addition. No, man. Peanut butter on this thing is an amazing compliment because you get the peanut butter addition to it, but you also get the base Captain Crunch. This thing is a phenomenal role player. It's missing something like maybe chocolate. Like if they did Captain Crunch peanut butter with chocolate, I think this could overthrow Reese's Puffs because the peanut butter alone and Captain Crunch peanut butter is better than the Reese's peanut butter. But it's missing the complement of chocolate. But that being said, I think this thing is better than Captain Crunch with berries. It's not an S tier because it's definitely missing something. And to be S tier, you can't miss anything. You can't be missing something. This thing's missing chocolate to put it in over the top to S tier. But it is so fucking good. This is the best base peanut butter cereal you'll ever have. This thing is perfect in terms of peanut butteriness and crunch with the base addition to it. You eat this, you're like, oh, this is peanut butter and Captain Crunch. It's not like, oh, this is a peanut butter cereal. Like, you can definitely tell this cohesiveness is perfect for what it is. Now, if they came out with that chocolate added to it, dude, you can forget about it. Forget about the game. Captain Crunch don't miss what it tries to do. That's all I'm going to say. The captain knows how to fucking run his crew. So, if a chocolate comes out, all I'm going to say is we'll know. We'll know it's perfect. On to another one of the overrated cereals. I don't know why people buy this. But Lucky Charms. The marshmallows are hard. They have a weird texture to them. You bite into your marshmallows, and it tastes like something's grinding to your teeth. Like, it's not hard marshmallow sometimes. Once it, like, hits you, you're like... It, like, gives you, like, a fucking... that's on my fucking teeth, and I hate it. It's like, you don't feel it, but when you visualize your teeth, like, grinding against something, that's how it feels when you eat a marshmallow in Lucky Charms. Like, it hurts you in a way you can't describe. And the Chex part of it is just a base form of, like, Chex cereal that they shaped into, like, the Charms. It's not a real flavor. Like, the marshmallows are supposed to be the flavor for that cereal, but the marshmallows hurt you in a weird, undescribable way. They don't offer that good of a flavor. And the Chex cereal in it is very non-flavorful, so it doesn't do anything for you. People like this for the Leprechaun in the commercials, or they simp for these hard fucking marshmallows that have no flavor that hurts you. Like, I think this cereal is fucking bad. And for me, even if it's free, I have to pick the marshmallows out to even eat it. So even if it's free, I don't want it, because I'm going to get looked at like a weirdo just for picking marshmallows out of this dog shit cereal. It's going below the count in D tier. I will not eat this if it's free. I won't. And at least the count has chocolate. This thing has fucking nothing. It has nothing but fucking marshmallows that hurt me. And a false advertisement of goodness. It belongs in D. There's some simpers for Lucky Charms. I don't care, dude. This thing is not good. There's better cereals out there, and you need to realize that. Move on with your life and grow up. Get away from this Leprechaun. Get away from this fucking Lucky Charms bullshit. We'll go on to the next cereal for the kids. The Trix. The rabbit was cool. The Tricks are for kids. Slogan still resonates with you. It is another fruit cereal innovator along with Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles. I think Trix is the other fruit cereal that was an innovation that started the game pretty early. I think everything Trix does, though, is outshined by Fruit Loops. Okay? Everything Trix does is outshined by Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops is a better version of Trix in every aspect of the game. But Trix is also consistent. They stay good. They're good cereal. I'm not going to dog on Trix. It's just inferior to Fruit Loops. Trix is consistent. It stays pretty hard throughout the cereal. The milk after is decent, pretty good. If we're out of stock of Fruit Loops, I'll actually buy Trix. Trix is not bad. It's above Fruity Pebbles. Get above Fruity Pebbles. There we go. It's above Fruity Pebbles solely because the consistency stays throughout the cereal. Fruity Pebbles in its prime beats the shit out of Trix any day. But after we know 3 bites of your Fruity Pebbles, it is now no longer Fruity Pebbles. It is Fruity sad things to look at and try to eat while it's goopy. It turns into oatmeal somehow. I've ranted enough about Fruity Pebbles. I think Trix is more consistent. It has the close to the same profile as Fruit Loops, just not as good. But it deserves the recognition for what it is. I think the B tier is solid. It's below Honey Nut Cheerios, though. All right, we're going to have to knock out. We have 3 of the same brand. I have some extras that I need to move down to the bottom. Sorry about that. We'll move these down. So, Honey Bunches of Oats, Vanilla Clusters. The Vanilla Bunches on Honey Bunches of Oats is very solid, right? Like, you wouldn't think vanilla with cereal is like the best thing, but it actually like works pretty good. The only problem I have with the bunches is that it's kind of outshined a little bit by some other stuff. But in my opinion, this is a solid. I put it above Honey Nut Cheerios. The Vanilla Clusters one is above Honey Nut Cheerios. I think it brings the vanilla aspect to the game like no one else does, but it's outshined by a lot of other things. And I think it being in B, the top of B, borderline A, is respectable solely because it has a brother that does something better, and that's the Honey Clusters. The Honey Clusters, on the other hand, for Honey Bunches of Oats, takes what the Vanilla Clusters did and brings it up a notch to even higher stakes. This thing deserves to be at the top of A, gatekeeping S tier. This thing is phenomenal cereal. And the best thing about this cereal that's crazy is, if you get this cereal and you're out of milk, this shit's good as fuck dry. It don't even need milk to help it in its game. You can eat this thing dry, and it's fantastic. You can eat this thing with milk, fantastic. It keeps that good crunch to it. The thing keeping it out of S is that it also is missing something. You can eat this and know this thing is missing a little bit of something. And I don't know what it is yet. Maybe they'll figure it out. Maybe they won't. But it's missing something. And if you're missing something, you cannot be an S. Okay? Like, you just can't be an S if you're missing something. So we're going to leave it at A, but it's the top of A. It is the very top of A. It's a little bit better than Captain Crunch peanut butter. All right, we're going to go to Crave Original. The original Crave. This thing... Sorry, I need a little bit of sip of water. This thing is another one of those game changers, right? Crave is one of those cereals that gets better as it gets soggy somehow. The milk's not it's not game changing after. The milk's good after you eat the cereal. When you eat it dry, it still has a pretty decent, well, not dry, but like your first bite to where it's like hasn't absorbed the milk yet. It's still good. Like, it still has a good thing. This is another one of those things that it does everything it wants to do correctly, but it doesn't excel. If I'm making that statement right. Like, it doesn't game change enough for me to want to put it in S tier. That being said, it is one of the best A tier cereals that there is. This thing has that very much, like, you bite into it, and once you put it in your mouth, you're like, oh, it's going to be like this weird hard cereal, but you bite into it, and it has an actual, I don't know how they did it, but the chocolate actually is a gooey flavor to it. It's like you're eating a cereal version of a toaster strudel, to where if you just bit the top of a toaster strudel without going through, you're like, oh, yeah, it's like a flaky, like, dough thing, and then you bite into it, and you're like, oh, what is this gooey middle? That's what Crave does for the cereal game. It's it's revolutionary in the aspect of no one does what Crave does either. Like, Crave is literally just a hard with gooey center somehow that is a cereal, and it works really, really well. I really like it. It deserves all the love it gets, and if you argue for it being an S tier, I can appreciate that. But for me, it doesn't excel on what it could be. And that's because it has a cousin that I've had recently. And this cousin did everything that Crave did with an alteration and made it actually perfect in terms of Craveness. The Crave's s'mores. Now, I know everybody's thinking I hate marshmallows. I hate marshmallows. I don't. I actually love marshmallows. Crave's s'mores. Perfected marshmallows in cereal. And instead of it having like that vanilla-y, like, not vanilla-y, but like the cereal tasting outer shell, this one has like a graham cracker tasting outer shell. Okay? It has that same gooey chocolate center with marshmallow flavor added into it. So you're eating a cereal version of a s'more that is perfected. If you like s'mores, which I think most people in the world like s'mores, it's a great fucking thing to eat. This is the ideal cereal for you. This is literally perfected cereal for s'mores lovers. This thing is absolutely insane. I know everybody heard me say how much I love Reese's Puffs, and I want you to know that. I love Reese's Puffs. This is above Reese's Puffs. This cereal is perfected s'mores cereal. This thing, if you eat it dry, it tastes really good. If you add milk to it, it tastes even better. Once it gets a little soggy, even better. The milk after, fantastic. This thing is perfect through and through. Some days, this could be my GOAT category. But I went for the one that I have in GOAT category more than I don't. The cereal that I end up going for more than not. And we'll get to that eventually. But this thing is insane. This thing is perfect. If you haven't had the Crave s'mores, you have to try it. I've never had the s'more cereal, like the actual s'more cereal, because I hate the fucking small, hard marshmallows in cereal. This thing's perfect. This is a better version of what that is, probably, because I never had it. I'm not going to hate on it too much. But due to prior encounters with dumb marshmallows, we'll leave it there. We're going to go to Golden Grahams. Now, Golden Grahams forever was my favorite cereal. Forever. My number one cereal ever. I love Golden Grahams. And honestly, this would have been top of S for me if I hadn't had the Crave s'mores and seen what they do with a graham cracker flavor. So, Golden Grahams is a phenomenal cereal. Phenomenal. The graham cracker taste with the honey outer is amazing. But as I've been saying, if I know you're missing something, I can't put you an S. And I thought Golden Grahams wasn't missing anything. I thought it was perfect, and it was the best. But that Crave cereal made me realize it's missing something, dude. Because Crave's did what Golden Grahams does, just a little bit better. Therefore, this thing, and I don't care what I said about Honey Bunches of Oats, it's top of A. This Golden Grahams has had me in a lock for 28 years. Because, yeah, about 28 years. This thing has had me in a lock, dude. I was eating Golden Grahams when I was a baby. Like, one of the first cereals I ever ate as a kid was Golden Grahams. I always had Golden Grahams in the house. They're outstanding. And I hate to do this to them. I hope they understand I'm putting them in the top of A. They're phenomenal. Through and through. Everybody respects Golden Grahams. Guys, I need everybody to give it a clap for Golden Grahams. They need a clap because they've been the pioneer forever. And it finally got overthrown. But I love you, Golden Grams, with all my heart. You're like a relative that you're like the guy if I'm playing pickup basketball and I played with my whole life, but then like fucking Michael Jordan came onto the court and I had to play for $1,000. I'm like, sorry, bud, I kind of have to kick you because that's Michael Jordan as my partner. That's kind of what happened to Golden Grams. Like, I hope they understand. It's nothing personal. You just kind of got outshined right there. Sorry, dude. All right, now we're going to go to Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is another one of those everybody's goat tier. Everybody likes Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's like the best cereal they've ever had. And the thing with Cinnamon Toast Crunch is it doesn't really have many competitors in the cinnamon game. I feel like they are a pioneer. They are a revolutionary. They got into the cinnamon game. They perfected the cinnamon game. And they did it so well that everybody's scared to go against them. There's a lot of chocolate cereals. There's a lot of fruity cereals. There's a lot of fucking Cheerio type cereals. But there's really only one Cinnamon Toast Crunch and the knockoff brands of it. No one wants to go against Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And in my opinion, there's a good fucking reason. It's because it is an S tier cereal that goes right there in the middle of S. It doesn't have a flaw in the game. 0 flaws. It has the integrity it needs. It makes the milk outstanding after you're fucking done. That cereal milk, ooh, it's so fucking good, man. And the crunch stays there. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is understood as an S tier cereal. It is understood. I don't even have to elaborate why. We've all had it. We all know why. We all know why it's the only cinnamon cereal that you can ever even fucking buy. Because nothing else is the same as Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's its own category. It deserves to be there. We give a clap to Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You're amazing. And you've been there from the beginning. Thank you, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Alright, we have 3 cereals left, considering these are all duplicates. And I've never had this one, so I can't rate it. Which means the next one is neither going to be the GOAT nor Cardboard Homicide. And that means Raisin Bran is going to be the next one we talk about. Raisin Bran is a weird one. You have people who simp for Raisin Bran. People simp for it. And I don't fully understand. Why is there raisins in my damn cereal? I don't like raisins in general, let alone in cereal with milk. What am I going to show you how to do? Rehydrate it into a fucking grape with milk? No. Raisins are not the best thing in the world. They're not that good. They're the worst part of trail mix we all agree on. And then you're putting it in cereal that is pretty fucking mid-tier. That even without the fucking raisins, it's not something I would ever buy. It's pretty much just fucking cornflakes after that. But the fact that you put raisins in my cereal puts you at the bottom below Special K. And the reason you're at the bottom below Special K is because you had the audacity to look at me in the eyes and say, hey, you're going to put a raisin in this fucking cereal and you're going to like it. No, I'm not. I'm never buying your shit. Never, ever, ever am I putting milk in your shit because that would be a disgrace to milk. I don't even want to look your way. I might go to the store and turn your box around. You're fucking terrible. And the fact that you think raisins and cereal is a thing pisses me off more than anything else in this world. I don't care who simps over you. All 20 of the people who buy Raisin Bran. I don't care. You're outnumbered by the rest of the world. This cereal's not good. It's not good. There's better cereals out there. And the fact that you're below Special K, you should learn something from that. But now we're down to the bottom 2. The bottom 2. We have a GOAT. And we have Cardboard Homicide. Something that deserves to be annihilated off the face of this earth. But we always start with the GOAT. The GOAT deserves his flowers first. Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds is the greatest cereal ever created. And now, I'm not going to say by far like other lists I've done. It's not by far. This is a very close race, dude. This is a very close race. You can interchange a lot of cereals with the GOAT spot, but in my opinion, like the Honey Bunches of Oats vanilla clusters, the Honey Bunches of Oats, the almond, or not the almond, the honey clusters, they all were missing one thing. They were missing one thing. And who would have thought that it would have been almonds of all things to make it the best? The one missing ingredient was almonds. This cereal, if I ever want cereal and I don't have it at the house, traditionally, this is what I go to. For the last 10 years of my life, ever since I got introduced to Honey Bunches of Oats, this is the cereal I go to the most. This is the one I always revisit. This is the one that, like, I don't have milk. I don't care. I'll put that thing in a fucking cup and drink it. I'll eat it out of a cup. I don't care. This thing is flawless. This is a flawless cereal. And it doesn't even pertain to a special taste you want. Like, if you like s'mores, then you'll love the Crave. If you don't like s'mores, you won't like Crave. There's nothing that you can't like and dislike that don't make this thing still a great fucking cereal. Unless you just hate milk, which even then, you don't even fucking need milk. This thing's great out of the box. Just grab a handful and eat it. It's perfect in every aspect of cereal kind. You put it in your bowl. You put milk on it. Your first bite, phenomenal. Perfection, amazing. It gets the milk absorbed into it, so it gets a little softer. But it doesn't get too soft. It's a perfection still. And towards the end of the bowl, you still have the clusters in there. So you still have crunch in your cereal. Then you drink your milk, and it has that great taste to it. Honey Bunches of Oat Almonds is the best. It is the best cereal. I don't understand where anybody could think differently. It's the everyman cereal. And it's actually filling. It's not like a sugar rush cereal. It deserves its flowers. Everybody clap it up. Honey Bunches of Oats. You are the king of the cereal tier list. But somebody could come for your throne at any time in this S tier category. It's very interchangeable on who could be the GOAT. But in my opinion, personally, Honey Bunches of Oats is the best by a small margin. Now we're going to Cardboard Homicide. The most ass of ass things ever put into cereal world ever. And we all know it's fucking Boo Berries. Fucking Boo Berries? Are you shitting me, dude? Fucking Boo Berries? You want the worst marshmallows of your fucking life put into this rock solid concrete, you bite into it and it hurts you physically, fucking marshmallows, and then you add the absolute worst fruit flavor to a cereal on top of the worst fucking cereal base. You put shitty fucking fruit in there, you put the shitty base, you put the shittiest fucking marshmallows in there, and then the milk afterwards tastes like fucking cyanide shit water. You finish this off, if you can finish it off. You might die halfway through because it's poison. Once you finish this off, you have a stomach ache. You drink the fucking milk, and it tastes fucking terrible. This thing is acid. Acid made out of fucking compost, made out of shit. They put it into a sock. Somebody pissed on it, and whatever came out of that little filter at the sock end is what they made Boo Berries out of. And it is the worst cereal by far. I don't understand how back in the day people bought this. People were tricked into buying this cereal. This is a one bite cereal if you've never had it, and you'll realize this shit fucking sucks. No one should be able to have this ever in their life. I can't go on too much about it. If they see this, it'll probably ruin their whole career and their mental for the day. But this is the definitive list of cereals And if I missed any cereals on this list, it's because I only rated what I've eaten. I haven't ate all the cereals in the world. So if I didn't get to your fucking Life cereal or your fucking Jim Jam back in fucking different country cereal, I'm sorry. I can't get all of them. This is just everything I've ate. I hope y'all enjoyed the list. This is the definitive list. And y'all have a great day.